At 9:30 a.m. on a Friday morning, the buses arrive and 650 children from 9 different schools filed into Silver Cultural Arts Center at Plymouth State University for a performance sponsored by the Arts Encounters Education Program of the Friends of the Arts Regional Arts Council. They came to see an Asian American dance company perform on the stage of the Hanaway Theater. Some of these children may have been to the theater before, or it could be their first experience. There's some wiggling and whispering as they take their seats. Then the lights go down, and the magic begins. Naichi Chen is a professional choreographer from China. She teaches at the New Jersey Center for the Performing Arts and performs dances all over the United States with her company of Asian American dancers. This program for young people integrates elements of her Chinese heritage with her contemporary choreography. The children are enthralled as they watch the larger-than-life dragon dance across the stage and listen to the tinkling music. This experience is a wonderful way to teach children about another culture. But their learning didn't necessarily begin with this performance. For some children in the audience, their experience in Asian culture began earlier in the week. Through the Arts Encounters Education Program, students were provided enrichment in their classrooms prior to their theater trip.
Very well, his grandfather said sternly.
Books read by volunteers are used to illustrate ideas. A story tells them why dragons are important to the Chinese culture. Children learn about the colors, size, and scales of dragons by illustrating a dragon of their own. They discover why dragons are part of the dance performance and are asked to observe how many times dragons are seen in the dance. In one school, children actually touch and feel some Chinese artifacts. They learn about the clothing, costumes, and customs of ancient China. This allows them to recognize the ancient dragon dance in the performance and connects the ancient customs with this contemporary dance. Children learn that robes can tell you something about a person. The colors and the number of claws depicted on the dragon all mean something about the person wearing the robe. Students decide what kind of person they want to be by designing and drawing their own robes. Then they observe the robes worn in the performance and connect the meaning of the robe to the meaning of the dance. In another classroom, students learn that calligraphy means dancing ink. They see how the spirit of the gesture and the discipline of making each movement means something in calligraphy and is captured in dance. For older students, a lesson in Tai Chi teaches students that many of the movements in Chinese dance are based on the martial arts. By learning how basic Tai Chi movements work, students understand how the movements in Naichi Chen's dances work. They find the same combinations of movement in both the ancient and contemporary dances, and learn how timing of the movement influences what the dancers are trying to say. There is a real sense of excitement in the theater. When the lights come up, the chatter and banter is about the performance. This wasn't just a performance. The age-appropriate and hands-on activities these students engaged in, coupled with the live performance, gave them an opportunity to step into another culture. As the children boarded the buses to return to their schools, teachers stopped to say thank you. We loved it. This was wonderful. The best trip of the year. An arts patron most often attributes their interest in the arts to a single experience they had as a child, and almost always it happened in school. Maybe this experience will make a child a future arts patron, or maybe it's the next one. Here in central New Hampshire, programs like this one are only available through Friends of the Arts Regional Arts Council. Our success is a result of more than 30 years of commitment to arts education, and we find that schools depend on our programming for their students' enrichment. Be a member of our team and help us build an endowment for the future that will ensure that programs like this will continue.